I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful for being able to work with these students all semester. And I'm really grateful for Ms. Ferguson for just letting me direct the entire orchestra portion of the concert. It's been a great time getting to know all these students up here, and I'm going to miss you guys so much when I'm not here next year. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for all the help that you've given me. And thank you to all the 7th and 8th grade orchestra members for working so hard on this concert. Our last piece is called Western Frontier, right? The Wild Western Frontier. The top of it is cut off on my score, so I always just say Western Frontier. So please enjoy.
Congratulations, Ms. Flanagan, on all of your hard work you did here at Harold S. Winograd K-8 School. On behalf of me, the faculty, and all the students, congratulations, we will miss you.
Now that they're all standing, can we have one more round of applause for our orchestra?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. That first song, it's called Ascension by James Swearingen. There's kind of an old school and new school of band composing, right? The old school being stuff like that, the new school being songs like Zombie Attack, The Garden Gnomes, Blow Up the Garden, stuff like that. So I try to mix it up a little bit with what we choose, and that is one of my favorite of kind of the old school of American bands. And I love for all band students at the middle school level to experience a song in that style. So that's a little bit about that first song. Our next song, I'm sure you guys pay attention to popular culture, stuff on social media, Japanese culture has been kind of brought to the spotlight lately. Anime, other things like that. And I thought it would be really cool for these kids this year to experience one of my favorite songs in the band genre that kind of showcases Japanese culture. This is written by one of my personal superheroes for middle school band, Anne McGinty, and she's just, I don't know how she does what she does, honestly. I don't really know. She writes music that's really fun to play, makes sense when you play it, and you finish playing it and you're like, I just want to play it again. So I hope you like listening to Japanese folk trilogy as much as we've liked getting it ready to play for you. those of you out there in the audience that have worked with lots of different young people, there's just certain ones that stick out in your memory and you just can't really ever forget them. I had a tuba player in my band, I want to say 6 years ago, at the last school I was teaching at before this one. And he just like lived for playing the tuba. He just came into school every day, and just like it was all tuba all the time. And when he came into band, it was like the best part of his day, you know? So I really had to put in a little bit extra for him, since I saw that enthusiasm. And he insisted, like for months at a time, he would come in every day and ask me about this song. And it's a song that he found. I didn't even know about it. I had never heard of it before. But he was going at home and searching band songs and like trying to pick out songs for us to play. And I really liked this one, so I have to say he had a knack for picking out music. This one's called Brass in the Basement, and we're going to feature the gorillas back there in the low brass section. Trombone, tuba. They're going to lay down a little bass line for you. We're also featuring Hayden on the drum set. Hope you enjoy Brass in the Basement. Ladies and gentlemen, the 7th grade band, give it up! Thank you, thank you. A little backstory on that first song. The composer, Brian Baumudges, is very famous now. When he tours the country and goes to band festivals, he draws lots of attention. That means a lot of middle schools will pay him to write music for their bands. So that first song, a middle school paid him to write, and then after they got it, they were informed that their band program was closing for good. So kind of a bittersweet song. And that's why it's written that way, Colliding Visions, entitled that way. I don't know if you would notice kind of like a battling of musical melodies going on at the same time. It's almost overwhelming to the ear, and that's because of the slightly sad message behind it. So moving on in our program, the next one, I don't know if we have any movie fans in the audience. Braveheart, anyone? Good movie, right? A lot of really cool cinematography, and I just love all the culture from that part of the world. And so this next one, Celtic Air and Dance, is kind of paying homage to that, the soul of one of those warriors up in the highlands. And this is just another one of those songs that just, when you play it, you're like, I just want to play it again. It's just so cool. Hope you like Celtic Air and Dance. I am so proud of the 8th graders that are on this stage. Aren't they doing great? Another round of applause for the 8th grade. Thank you, thank you. So at the risk of stealing the spotlight for just 1 second, I wanted to make a public acknowledgement of all the support that I've gotten during my time here. This will be my last band concert at Winograd as I'm moving on. But I just want to say to all the parents and families and teachers and administrators and anyone else that might hear what I'm saying later down the line, Everything that you've done for me to help me be successful here means the world to me, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So thank you so much. And thank you to all my students. All of my students out there, I really appreciate all you've done for me. I hope that I've shown you as a teacher the magic and the power that music can hold in your heart. And no matter how old you get, no matter how, where you are in life, don't forget just how amazing that music can be, because it will take you to special places that nothing else can. So with that in mind, our last song is called Wild Child. The song came out like a month ago. It was on my Spotify release radar. I don't know if anybody else has Spotify or listens to that playlist where it kind of clues you into new music that comes out that's in your listening tastes or whatever, the algorithms that it does for you. This one came onto my release radar, and I just kind of have a knack for knowing when pop music would translate well to band, especially middle school band, and I have kind of a hobby of picking songs and arranging them for middle school bands. So this one's called Wild Child by the Black Keys. The Black Keys, and this is going to be our final song of the evening. Hope you like it.
amori